if I'm not by my computer, they will email me the publication or the policy for me to look at later. So I have had a really good experience. And right now, especially, is open enrollment from October 15th to December 31st. I always call it an open enrollment because there's always changes coming up, and I have never had any difficulty.
And Maribel, what would you think if I was to tell you that the Biden-Harris administration was seeking to end as we know it, this exceptional customer service that you love?
I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, what will happen during open enrollment if I have heard that there's an upcoming change to my Medicare benefits and that they're going to change, and I have nowhere to call, or nobody replies to my phone call, or I had to maybe only go to the internet and rely on information that is not accurate or reliable, you know?
Yeah,
Could I ask a question? So
Sure.
I'm watching how sharp and smart and beautiful you are. And we're not allowed to say that, you know, politically. That's the end of your career. But she is beautiful. But I'm just watching, and I see it says retired. Why are you retired? You should not be retired. You got a lot of strength.
Unfortunately, I was at a grocery store shopping, and I passed out. I had an aneurysm in my brain that I didn't know I have. And it caused me to have a stroke, and I had to retire. So I'm currently on Medicare as a consumer because I'm too disabled to be able to do my job, but I still work part-time, 15 to 20 hours a week.
You look fantastic. Thank you. Great job.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Mr. President, as you know, the Biden-Harris administration's forced unionization of this critical hotline is going to hurt seniors to reward their big union bosses. If it's okay, Mr. President, we wanted to ask you, when you're back in the White House, will you be able to talk about your plans to put seniors ahead of these special interests to make sure that we protect 1-800-Medicare?
Well, they are special interests, there's no question about it, but there are no special interests with me. I don't care. I don't need it. I don't need the money. I don't need anything. I want to do what's right, but Maribel's going to be my consultant. She's only the special interest. She's going to be my consultant. All right, you let me know. You know more than those guys that get paid a lot of money doing what you do, and you do it so well. It's really great. Thank you very much. Yeah, the answer is absolutely. We'll do what's right. Mr. President. Thank you, Maribel.
You're welcome, sir.
I love the idea that you're going to use her as a consultant. I think that's smart, and
like
it's
it.
also one of the reasons that people recognize that you listen to people who are actually in the middle of something. We have a couple with us here today, Joe Rooney and his wife, Beth, both of whom have been military aviators. Joe, a Marine Corps pilot, career. The Marines are here. We're in good shape. He retired as a lieutenant colonel in the Marine Corps. He's then flown for Delta Airlines for many years in private sector. His wife, Beth, pretty remarkable life. 24 years as a naval aviator, the very first U.S. Navy female jet test pilot ever. Retired as a commander. Very impressive, both of them. They've served our country honorably and very significantly, and I think I'll just ask them as a couple to express, in terms of speaking to the president, tell him which one of you is the better pilot. That's what we really want to know.
I'll answer that. My husband has retired, and I'm still flying. No question.
There you go.
Great.
What do you hope from the president in terms of policies that will affect people who are retired, whether they're military or private sector? But you've both done your service for this country.
I'll start out, if that's okay. And if you don't mind, I'll make a quick digression. Mr. President, have you ever seen the movie True Grit?
Yes.
With John Wayne?
Yes.
So it was my honor to live under you and help get you elected 8 years ago. And then I watched those 4 years. And I have seen what's happened in the intervening 4 years to everything that was done with you leading up to the calamity of Butler, PA. And I hope you don't mind me saying this. but you have true grit. Okay?
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
It is our honor to do all we can. I live in Montgomery County and Abington Township, and the GOP in Montgomery County and Abington Township is working every day from now through November 5th to get you elected. And we're doing it. So,
Joe, thank you very much. That's really nice.
I know I digress, but I honestly mean it. And my wife will add some more. But you asked about how we can help seniors. Mr. President, for 4 years, you showed us what a strong economy looks like. A strong economy helps seniors. A strong economy helps people on fixed income. A strong economy helps people who are below the average amount of money or maybe struggling, and we have them in our own neighborhood. What a strong economy we need is low energy prices, and I know you're all for low energy. We need an all-of-the-above solution. We need nuclear, we need natural gas, we need coal, we need electrical coming from wind, and we need it from water and everywhere else that we can get it. But it's all of the above. That will lower our prices for food prices, gasoline prices, the prices that seniors and fixed-income people pay in the wintertime, and basically it's going to lower inflation, which is the tax that cripples us all. And we've had that before, and we'll have that with you. From what I understand of the Harris plan, it consists of two things. One is divide people, and the second one is raise taxes. That doesn't solve anything, and any economist will tell you, you tax things, you get less of it. You lower the taxes on things, you get more of it. And the other thing I'd like to say, and folks, I hope you understand this, Tim Walz is the governor of Minnesota. Minnesota is one of only 10 states that tax Social Security income at the state level. So she chose him. So for all of us in Pennsylvania, we don't have that right now. What can we expect? That is anti-fixed income. That is anti-senior. And I'm afraid that that's what we may look forward to. And the last thing I'll ask you, just because I don't know the answer to this, what does 10 million plus illegal aliens coming into our country look forward to as far as the Social Security Trust Fund is concerned, as far as Medicare is concerned? How can we look at our own kids and go forward and say, we have any idea about it, because nobody does? This is a catastrophe. So those are my thoughts.
Well, they're good thoughts. And the only mistake that this great husband of yours made was it's not 10 million, it's probably 21 million, which is, and that doesn't include the gotaways. You know what a gotaway, that's the people that just pour in and, they're all pouring in. And we're not going to stand for it, number one. And number two, we can't. And the reason they come is because we say we'll give you, they actually tell them we're going to give you health care, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you Social Security, we're going to give you education. We have a community in Springfield, Ohio, where 32,000 illegal migrants were put into a 50,000 person community, and you can't get into the hospitals, you can't get into the schools, you can't do anything. It's a disaster. And it's all got to change. It's not sustainable. It's not, you had a nice community, Springfield. And now it's, you heard about this, Mike, 32,000 illegal migrants. Now, they sort of made it legal by playing cutesy with the law, but they're illegal migrants. And it's just not sustainable. This is happening all over the country. In terms of pricing, what you're really alluding to is drill, baby, drill, because when we bring the energy costs down, everything's coming down. And we have more energy under our feet than any other country, including Saudi Arabia and Russia. And we were, as you know, energy independent 4 years ago, and now it's a mess. We're buying tar, big bets of tar from Venezuela, and we're refining it. It's a mess. And we have the best energy, we have the best oil, we have the most oil, and we don't want to use it. We want to go and give money. Venezuela is the enemy, and we now are making them a very rich enemy. It's not even believable what they're doing. They don't know what the hell they're doing. But we're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to use our stuff. We don't need anybody else's. And we're going to open up Anwar in Alaska, which is as big as Saudi Arabia, they say, the biggest in the world. I got it open. Ronald Reagan couldn't do it. Nobody could do it. For 60 years, they couldn't do it. I got it done. And Biden comes in and he decides to not let it happen. I'll get that thing open so fast, we'll supply to everybody.